Welcome to iForbes Sports. I'm Sophia, your iForbes reporter, and I'm here to give you the NBA game results today, December 29, updated team standings, and tomorrow's game schedule. Before we start, maglalambing sana ko sa'yo, tropa. Subscribe ka naman sa channel ko. Dito, walang fake news at gumugulat ng mundo. Sa totoo lang tayo at diretso sa produkto. Hindi tulad ng promise mong magda-diet, taon-taon na lang yan New Year's resolution mo.
In the first game, the Boston Celtics regains its composure just in the nick of time, as they avoid humiliation to finally put away the worst team in NBA history, the Detroit Pistons, 128-120. The Celtics looks vulnerable and to a very unlikely and least opponent you could ever think of. The Pistons looks like they're on their way to put on a massive upset by leading as much as 21 points in the second quarter and leading by 19 at the half. It took the Celtics 5 extra minutes to finally complete a come-from-behind victory in overtime. Kristaps Porzingis led the Celtics, especially in the crucial moments late in the game, finishing with 35 points and 8 rebounds, while Jason Tatum added 31.7 rebounds and 10 assists in 43 minutes of action. Jaylen Brown did not play in this game. The Detroit Pistons now lost 28 straight games this season, the longest in season consecutive losses in the history of the NBA. In the second game, the Indiana Pacers defeated the Chicago Bulls on the road 120-104 for its back-to-back win. Tyrese Halliburton shows off an amazing playmaking skills, finishing with 21 points and game-high 20 assists. In the third game, the Utah Jazz couldn't sustain their mini-winning run as the New Orleans Pelicans beats the Jazz at home, 112-105. Brandon Ingram led the Pelicans with 26 points and 5 assists. Jordan Clarkson only scored 10 points in 26 minutes of action for the Jazz. In the fourth game, the Minnesota Timberwolves took care of business at home as the number 1 team in the West, defeated the visiting Dallas Mavericks 118-110. Ant-Man Anthony Edwards exploded for 44 big points for the Timberwolves, while Tim Hardaway Jr. led the Mavs with 32 points, who played without their superstar Luka Doncic in this game. In the fifth game, the NBA defending champions, Denver Nuggets put on an offensive masterclass at home as they defeated the Memphis Grizzlies, who played without their star Ja Morant due to illness, 142-105. The Nuggets fired 20 made three-pointers and shot 57% from the field in this game. Two-time MVP Nikola Jokic led the Nuggets with another triple-double with 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists. In the sixth game, the visiting Miami Heat opens up their 5-game road trip with a victory over the Golden State Warriors 114-102. Tyler Hero led the Heat charge with 26 points and 7 rebounds and had a great help from the Heat youngsters Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Jamal Cain, who finishes with 17 and 18 points respectively. Steph Curry continues to struggle for back-to-back games now as he only finishes 13 points, his second lowest scoring night this season, and an awful 3 of 15 shooting today. In the seventh game, the San Antonio Spurs finally breaks a 5-game slump as they win on the road. Against another bad team, the Portland Trail Blazers 118-105. The alien Victor Wembanyama star on this one with 30.6 rebounds and 6 assists in just 24 minutes of action. In the final game today, the Los Angeles Lakers toyed with the visiting Charlotte Hornets and wins big at home 133-112. The Lakers uses a strong third quarter to break the game wide open, outscoring the Hornets 41-23. Anthony Davis sets the pace for the home team, finishing with 26 points and 8 rebounds in 26 minutes, while LeBron James added 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 11 assists in just 25 minutes of action.
Ito naman ang schedule ng mga laro para bukas. Basketball games ang schedule. Hindi ang pagligo mo. Ang pagligo dapat araw-araw. Lagi ka na lang bukas ng bukas. Amoy na kita.
Here are the 10 NBA games scheduled for tomorrow, December 30, for the first game. The Brooklyn Nets will try to bounce back on the road as they visit the Washington Wizards at 8 a.m. The New York Knicks will travel to Orlando to face the Knicks also at 8 a.m. The Boston Celtics will be gunning for their 16th win at home to remain undefeated in Boston as they host the Toronto Raptors at 8:30 a.m. The Sacramento Kings will be on the road to face the Atlanta Hawks at 8:30 a.m. The Cleveland Cavaliers has a difficult game at home as they face Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the rest of the Milwaukee Bucks also at 8:30 a.m. The Philadelphia 76ers will test the defensive wall of the Houston Rockets on the road at 9 a.m. It's the battle of Western Conference number 2 and 3, as the Denver Nuggets will try to win their 7th straight game as they host the dangerous Oklahoma City Thunder at 10 a.m. The Charlotte Hornets continues their miserable road trip, carrying a 9-game losing streak as they visit the Phoenix Suns at 10 a.m. The Portland Trail Blazers will have a chance to avenge their defeat as they host the San Antonio Spurs again, back-to-back at 11 a.m. And for the final game scheduled tomorrow, James Harden and the rest of the Los Angeles Clippers will face the visiting Memphis Grizzlies at 11:30 a.m.
Ito naman ngayon ang updated regular season NBA standings as of today.
In the Western Conference, the Minnesota Timberwolves is still on top of the West today with 23 wins and just 7 losses. The Denver Nuggets moves up and are now at number 2 with 23 wins and 10 losses and have now won 6 straight games. The Oklahoma City Thunder sits at number 3 with 20 wins and 9 losses, riding on a 2-game winning streak. The Los Angeles Clippers moves up at number 4 with 18 wins and 12 losses. Moving up to 5th place are the Sacramento Kings with 17 wins and 12 losses. The Dallas Mavericks slips and now at number 6 with 18 wins and 14 losses. The New Orleans Pelicans are now at number 7 with 18 wins and 14 losses. At number 8 are the Los Angeles Lakers with 17 wins and 15 losses. At number 9 are the Houston Rockets with 15 wins and 14 losses. Rounding up the top 10 are the Phoenix Suns with 15 wins and 15 losses. Number 11, the struggling Golden State Warriors with 15 wins and 16 losses and lost back-to-back games. Number 12, the Utah Jazz with 13 wins and 19 losses. Number 13, Memphis Grizzlies with 10 wins and 20 losses, who are still 4-0 with Ja Morant in the lineup as he did not play in today's loss. Number 14 are the Portland Trail Blazers with 8 wins and 22 losses. And on the last place in the West are Victor Wembanyama-led San Antonio Spurs with just 5 wins and 25 losses. In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics still hangs on the top of the East and has the NBA best record this season with 24 wins and 6 losses and on a 4-game winning streak. The Milwaukee Bucks remains at second spot with 23 wins and 8 losses. Claiming the third spot are the Philadelphia 76ers with 21 wins and 9 losses. The Miami Heat are now making their presence felt as they moved up to number 4 with 19 wins and 12 losses and on a 4-game winning streak. The Orlando Magic slips at number 5 with 18 wins and 12 losses. The Cleveland Cavaliers are at number 6 with 18 wins and 13 losses. The New York Knicks drops on the 7th spot with 17 wins and 13 losses. At number 8 are the Indiana Pacers with 16 wins and 14 losses. At number 9 are the Brooklyn Nets with 15 wins and 16 losses. Rounding up the top 10 are the Chicago Bulls with 14 wins and 19 losses. Number 11, the Atlanta Hawks, who lost 3 straight games and now with 12 wins and 18 losses. Number 12, Toronto Raptors slips with 12 wins and 18 losses. Number 13, Charlotte Hornets with 7 wins and 22 losses, who now lost 9 straight games. Number 14 are the Washington Wizards with 5 wins and 25 losses, and have lost 3 games in a row. And owning the worst record in the league are the Detroit Pistons with just 2 wins and 29 losses, who now lost 28 straight games this season, and are now in history for the longest losing streak by any NBA team in a season.
That's it for today's NBA updates. Balikan at sagarin mo ako ulit bukas ah. Don't forget to subscribe para update ka sa PBA at NBA araw-araw. Lagi niyo tatandaan, happy wife, happy life, kaya simulan mo na maglaba tropa. Let's play ball. Peace out.